Have you ever wondered how one of the greatest heroes of all time would react to losing a son, not a son by blood, but someone he trained, protected, and loved as his own? This isn't just a story about justice or revenge. It's about loss, guilt, and the darkness that can swallow even the Dark Knight. Today, we dive into the moment Batman discovers that Jason Todd is dead. Jason wasn't just another Robin. He was intense, impulsive, and at the same time had a huge heart. Unlike Dick Grayson, who brought lightness and discipline, Jason was like fire, unpredictable, dangerous, but full of life. Bruce saw in him a reflection of his own rage, an energy he believed could be channeled into something greater. But destiny had other plans. It all began when Jason, searching for his biological mother, ventured through the world's shadows without telling Bruce the full truth. Determined, brave, and maybe a little reckless. Meanwhile, the Joker, Batman's arch-nemesis, was setting up his cruelest game yet. Not with laughing gas, not with twisted jokes, but with blood. Jason found his mother, but he also found the Joker. And that's where Batman's world began to crumble. In the Batcave, Bruce tracked every signal, every heartbeat, every coordinate. He knew Jason was impulsive, but he trusted he could reach him in time. Minutes raced by. The Batmobile tore through the roads. The Dark Knight's heart pounded, not out of fear, but because of that feeling he despised. Being too late. Boom! An explosion ripped through the air. A vision Bruce would never erase. Smoke filled the sky, and amid the wreckage, Jason was there. Silent, still, stolen. It wasn't a scream of rage. It was silence, the kind that weighs heavier than 1,000 thunders. Bruce knelt beside the body, his cape spreading across the ground like a mourning shroud. He held Jason in his arms, like a father holds his child, and there, in the middle of the destruction, Batman was no longer the symbol of fear, just a broken man. While Bruce mourned, Gotham kept moving, cruel, indifferent. The police, the criminals, even his allies, all looked at him and saw the same thing. He failed. For the first time, the Dark Knight lost someone under his direct protection, and it left deep scars. The Batcave grew quieter. Alfred watched, worried, but knew Bruce had his own way of handling pain, drowning himself in missions, longer nights, and increasingly brutal fights. He hunted the Joker like a wounded beast, not just to stop him, but to avenge. By the way, speaking of the hunt and creating something powerful, if you also make videos, stream, or just want to level up your audio, the Blue Yeti X is a professional USB microphone made for creators. With crystal clear quality and built-in gain control, it turns any voice into studio magic. Seriously, check it out. Now, back to the story. Jason Todd's death wasn't just a turning point for Bruce. It was for the entire DC universe. This story marked a generation, and more than that, it was decided by the fans themselves. Yes, at the time, DC held a phone poll. Should Jason live or die? By a narrow margin, readers chose the tragic ending. Bruce carried that weight. He started to question his mission. Was he training young people to fight or to die? Dick Grayson tried to comfort him, but Bruce shut himself off. Barbara Gordon watched from afar, understanding better than anyone what it means to be broken by a villain. And Gotham. Well, Gotham never forgives. Over time, the name Jason Todd became an open wound on the bat, a constant reminder that no matter how legendary Batman is, He's still human, and humans fail. But the story doesn't end there. Jason will return not as Robin, but as a Red Hood, an anti-hero forged by death and resentment. But in that moment, when Bruce held Jason's body in his arms, he wasn't thinking about the future. He was thinking about how he failed to protect him. Some say Batman's gaze changed after that day. It grew colder. Others say he became more human, more aware that even surrounded by technology and preparation, he can't save everyone. And you, if you were in Batman's place, facing the body of someone you considered your child, with the Joker's laughter echoing in the background, what would your choice be? Justice or vengeance?